Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This reading is for February 26th through March 7th. Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow on February 26th. Today I am filming this on the 25th. And it goes retrograde in Pisces. And Venus will also be joining in on the fun. This will amplify, when Venus joins in, it will amplify dreams, desires, longing, and unfinished love contracts. Within the 3 days, there will be a merge into a conjunction. So someone from the past will send out a message. Neptune spent 14 years dissolving boundaries in Pisces and finally moved into Aries weeks ago. And then the fog lifted. Mercury is now turning backwards into the waters that it left behind to show you what it was hiding underneath that fog the entire time. This retrograde, will be hard and emotionally charged. Retrogrades usually always happen 3 times a year, and people know of retrogrades as being like your tech glitches, travel delays, awkward, messages, miscommunications, especially to the wrong person. But it's actually a time to revisit, reconsider, and re-examine something that your conscious mind moved or passed on from, but your soul did not. This retrograde will be in Pisces, and the next one will be in Cancer, which will be in the summertime, and then the next one this year will be in Scorpio in the fall. So all 3 retrogrades are going to be in water signs this year, which is kind of odd because we are in the year of the fire horse, and what puts out fire? Water. So this pattern is very rare, and it tells you something important about the year ahead of 2026. And it's not asking you to think your way through it. It's asking you to feel your way through the year this year. This Mercury retrograde will express through its highest nature, where love becomes unconditional, beauty becomes transcendent, and connections now become spiritual. Tonight, you will feel a moment of stillness today before the reversal takes point of the entire retrograde cycle. So basically, at some point today, you're gonna feel a pause, just a stillness in the air. And then that's when it's getting ready to amp up to move into retrograde. Now, when it goes into retrograde, it means that it does move backwards. So whatever surfaces for the rest of this week, because I know that we're in the middle of the week right now. So whatever surfaces for the rest of this week and the next 3.5 weeks, pay attention, because it's not random. It's basically the tide bringing back what's meant to return. So Saturn and Neptune entered Aries. These 2 planets are reshaping the collective landscape for years to come. Saturn spent years testing your faith, and Neptune spent over a decade dissolving your certainty. So everything you were certain about, right? Now Mercury comes in, stirring up the sediments that it left behind. Now some will be beautiful, like what returns is going to be like beautiful old wishes that you forgot that you ever made, talents that you abandoned, connections that were way ahead of its time, and some of those things will be very uncomfortable, and you're going to have a lot of uncomfortable truths that you might have swallowed instead of actually speaking out. Boundaries that you let dissolve because it was easier just to stand alone. If you've been feeling tired lately, that's the pre-shadow doing its work basically in your head. If a lot of you have been in your head overthinking things, thinking about past people, or just your past in general, or a certain person keeps coming to your head more than normal, that's Mercury, the pre-shadow. Pay attention to that, because that's a pre-shadow and it's doing its work. Mercury loves facts, dates, clear and clean intentions. It likes definitions and categories. It likes to be organized. So, but Pisces, they don't care. It doesn't care about anything like that. Think of Pisces like an ocean, right? Oceans do not organize. It just cleans and wipes out, right? So do not rely on logic this retrograde. Your intuition is going to get louder, dreams are going to become more vivid, and your inner voice becomes the loudest in the whole room. Mercury is switching from broadcast mode to receiving mode. So when Venus joins in, it's the universe saying, hey, there's someone from your past that deserves another look or a chance to be understood. Now, I'm not saying, hey, this is a time to go back to your exes. No, not saying that at all. Basically, it's resurfacing an unfinished emotional business or emotional contract, and the way you handle it will say a lot about how much you have grown. And let's say maybe you've grown, but the other person didn't, but it'll show you some sort of truth behind all that. Maybe you didn't grow, but this other person did. Either way, it's not going to be aligned, but you are going to feel like, okay, now I know where I need to work on something. So when Neptune ruled Pisces over the last 14 years, during that time, many of us lost ourselves in other people, in fantasies, or the seductive idea that if we just loved hard enough, everything will just work out, right? It was very beautiful, but very devastating. It showed us transcendence and delusions. Now Neptune moved into Aries, and now Aries is demanding honesty, action, and to stop floating and start choosing. It's going to be like walking into an old apartment or your old house, leaving things behind and handing over the keys, realizing that you outgrew that a long time ago. And the only reason why you kept them was because letting go felt like losing a part of yourself. Releasing meant admitting that version of you no longer exists. Ooh. The eclipse is going to come in. And, hold on a sec. Oh, I take that back. This is a time for you to let go with kindness this time and not cruelty. Maybe before you guys, when you, let's say, if it is a past person, when you guys departed, there was some cruel words said. Well, this time it'll be kinder and both parties are going to be like, yeah, it's time to go. Anyways, remember, your hands need to be empty before you can receive what's coming next. And what's coming next is going to be simply amazing. And better than what you left behind. Okay, so then you have the Mercury Kazimi, that occurs on March 7th. And that meets the sun at the heart. And it will offer a moment of stunning clarity right in the middle of all this fog. Just 4 days before that, before the Mercury Kazimi, a total lunar eclipse will illuminate in Virgo on March 3rd, activating the axis of healing and discernment that directly opposes Pisces. So you're about to walk through an emotional corridor. This retrograde opens and the eclipse will shake it. So the retrograde is going to open the door, the eclipse is going to shake the foundation, and the Kazimi is going to turn the light on for clarity, okay? And as of today, or the 20th of February, when this energy started, you will actually not be the same person who started it. By the end of March, so let's say February 20th to March 7th, you will not be the same person come March 7th. That's what I meant to say. It's going to be an emotional journey. So good luck. Many of you are going to be clearer, lighter, and you will finally know which doors to leave open and which ones you need to close for good. Now, depending on where Pisces is in your chart, this energy will land differently. And for, it's going to land differently for everyone. So it might be family, it might be a career, and it might be just cleaning up wounds that go back for years. Mostly, during Mercury retrogrades, it's a time for having those honest conversations that everyone kind of dreads, right? And because the same retrograde touches everybody's birth charts differently, and where it touches yours is where the real story lives, right? So for the next 3.5 weeks, the universe is asking all of us, it's time to be still. So I put it together. So if you have any of these zodiac signs in your charts, this is where the energy is gonna move into to do some changing or rearranging, let's say. So if you got Aries in your chart somewhere, sun, moon, or rising, this energy lands in your personal life and it's going to be revisiting family old wounds. Scorpios, this energy hits your romance and creative expressions to bring that childlike spark back, and it's gonna make life worth living again. Saggies, my Sagittarius is out there. This is gonna hit your roots, your family and home. Remember, freedom without foundation is just you drifting. Do not make sudden moves. Make sure you address your emotions. Capricorns, back to Saggies. You're gonna have, if you have emotions, or let's say you hid your emotions from an old family member, or from a family member, doesn't have to be old, that's gonna actually come back up, and you're being asked to speak your truth so that you can clear it, okay? Anyways, Capricorns, this energy is going to make you more aware of the words that you use and the stories that you tell yourself. You're going to catch yourself repeating a phrase that maybe your mom or dad used, realizing that you never chose those words, you inherited them. The way you talk matters more than you think, even when it's about yourself. Also, it's going to hit your possessions and your self-worth. Geminis, this might hit harder. This retrograde might hit you a little harder than most, you in Pisces, mainly because Mercury is your ruling planet, right? So this might hit a little harder than most, but do not send those emails. This is going to hit your career and projects, especially the projects that were stagnant, like you started, but it never went anywhere. You're also going to be revisiting old business connections. I know I will not be. Revisiting old business connections, and then also make sure that your path that you're on is actually yours and not what was logical 3 years ago, okay? So expect to meet the mirror of everything you are and everything you are not. Geminis, this time you're being asked to not fix anything. Geminis love to fix it. Oh, there's a problem, I'm gonna fix it. Nope, do not fix it. You're being asked to not fix anything this time. This time you're being asked just to feel it, go inward, pay attention to your dreams and not someone else's dreams. Tauruses, this is gonna hit your community and friendships. You're very loyal, but you no longer need to be tethered to people who do not match your energy or where you are going. It's time to let go of an old version of yourself. So let's say you have a group of friends and you guys all have something in common, but you're not gonna have that in common anymore. You're gonna have to let it go. Cancers, this is gonna hit your house of belief in higher learning. This is also gonna answer all your questions that give life meaning. So expect disruptions in travel plans and in your beliefs. In your belief system, sorry. Excuse me, you're gonna be letting go of something. This is going to cause, the reason why this is happening is so that your faith can evolve, okay? Leos, this is gonna hit your house of transformation and intimacy and everything beneath the surface. Something you thought was small or no big deal comes back bigger and larger. And like when people are going to ask you questions, you're going to be demanded to have an honest answer. So you're going to be asked to be brave and look within yourself this time. Libras, this is going to hit your daily routines, health, and small choices that add up to shape your everyday life. You're being asked to keep yourself balanced because everything, including your sleep, will shift. Things are going to feel misaligned because nothing will fit into what you are becoming. So you're being asked to be kept balanced because all of that is going to get shaken up. Pisces, this is going to hit your house of self and identity. This will be a deeply personal time for you, and you will change from the inside out. And why are you asking? Why? Why me? Well, this is because you no longer have to be everyone to everything anymore. This is going to be a very healing time for you. Many of you might end up going through an ego death during this time. Virgos and Aquariuses, I put you guys together because it was basically the same thing. Your past is going to show up uninvited, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. So don't think any otherwise, okay? And the most healing thing you can do is put your truth into words and let someone else witness it. And now, just let water do, and this goes for everyone, just let water do what water does. Let it cleanse and let it carry away what is ready to go. And don't forget to take a deep breath before you move forward with anything, okay? And for fun, the signs that are going to expose and manipulate liars from the dates of February 26th through March 6th are going to be Geminis, Virgos, Saggies, and Pisces. You guys are going to be the true slayers. So good luck, everyone. Let's jump on in. Well, let's get a weekly reading. I know a lot of people think retrogrades are bad, and it's not. It's basically a cycle. It's cyclical, right? Anyways, chair filled. Someone new is going to enter your life. And it might be a woman. Some of you might be having dealings or relationship with a woman. At the end of the day, the chair is going to be filled or let go, right? Money or a property through an inheritance, winning or windfall might be significant. Maybe this woman is looking for money. Or this woman might want to be giving you some money. At the end of the day, you're worrying about nothing. And some of you are going to be playing a different role. You're going to be wearing a new hat. I know I am. And a lot of you might need to take some pleasure with a close friend. Some of you might think you have a close friend. I know dogs are usually loyal, but I was actually getting something as that card came out. Something's fishy, so be careful at the end. And the bottom of the deck, some of you are going to be getting a new job and career. So congratulations. I don't know if you can hear that. All right, well, let's dive into some tarot and see what we need to know to move forward today. What do we need to know to move forward today? I guess nothing, huh? It's gonna be quiet. Maybe we're in the stillness now. Just know someone's trying to protect themselves. You might be careful of not involving yourself in a mob of people, but you are protected at this time. I'm also getting that some of you might have to make a choice. And the choice that you make you're going to be protected because you're going to make a lot of people upset because you're basically choosing yourself and you're leaving a bunch of people behind. But just know that you are protected and you're being asked to make that choice. Your name will be cleared, so don't worry about that. There's a whole rule about that, right? It's called let them talk, let them think whatever. Your name will be cleared. Yeah, someone might be quitting a job or not putting work and effort. Quitting a job or just, you know what, I'm done. Don't put any work and effort into it. Walk away. It's in the air. Also, I'm getting someone might be trying to manipulate you through love. Be careful of that. You are going to see something very, very clearly, and for many of you, your paths and doors are going to be opening up. And when it does open up, they're going to come in clusters. For Geminis and Sagittariuses and Virgos, I want to say in Pisces too, don't have the shiny object syndrome. You might end up with a lot of opportunities, but don't pick at all of them. You know what I mean? Don't jump to all of them. But you are gonna get your wish fulfillment. You're gonna see very clearly that by doing what you're meant to do, you are protected. You might have to walk away from a bunch of people, but you're gonna clearly see you will get your wish fulfillment. I did it and I am getting mine right now, so I'm in the process of it. Also move in silence at this time. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. You will have clarity, restoration will be restored. Also, by doing this, a love offer is trying to come in. You got the Knight of Cups. Now, this love offer is flighty. It's a knight. So, be careful with that. That might be the person from the past trying to come in. I'm getting some leopards don't change their spots. Still the same. Yeah, they're looking for help, but you're being asked to walk away from them. They need to leave their past behind. It's a closure. Again, go walking into that apartment and handing over the keys and walking away, letting the past go. If you are the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles is someone who is self-sufficient, female energy, typically. Someone who's got their shit together. One more pentacle and you'd have it all. There's been an injustice. Some sort of injustice or some sort of imbalance. But you're being asked to not sever ties because the truth is going to come out about this dude. This dude is a fire sign. Fire signs, if you are the King of Wands. King of Wands. King of Wands typically are fire signs. They don't have to be. Maybe you're a male that is just very creative. Well, you're in your upright position. You're being asked to put matters into your own hands because you do know something. You see it very clearly. You know something. You know that you caused that injustice. Maybe it's time to go back and you apologize to the person that you did cause it. You know you caused the injustice? Yeah. That's pretty much why the two of you don't speak, because you know you're in the wrong. Anyways, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands usually are fire. Usually it's a fire energy. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're just young. You got it going on. You're good looking. Creative. You're not speaking to somebody at this time. Or anybody in that fact. Maybe you're going within. You feel like texting or emailing this Queen of Cups. You reaching out to one of your friends. Emotional contracts can be with anybody. It doesn't always have to be love. We all always just think, oh, it's love. No, it could be a girlfriend, old friends, maybe even friends from high school. You weren't very nice to this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups are typically water signs. They don't have to be. Maybe you just thought she was naive. But Queen of Cups, to me, this is my Earth Angel card. You weren't very nice to her, but you're going to throw a text out there. I feel like it's a text and not an email. But whatever it is that you have to say it, because it'll make this Queen of Cups, her soul will be able to rest. Maybe it's just like, hey, I'm sorry I treated you like shit. You know, you were right, but, you know, whatever it is that you're communicating, her soul will be able to rest now. And Queen of Cups, my Queen of Cups, you might be in a resting period, but you're being asked to not celebrate anything, but you need to work on forgiving someone for a wrongdoing. That just follows right in line. Maybe a past girlfriend, could be a relative or a co-worker, but you do need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing. You're an Earth Angel, you're good at that. You're transmuting the energy. You don't need to apologize for anything. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for wasting your time. You know? Anyways, when you do this, karma can begin. Okay? Many of you, if you just forgive yourself or the past, or let's say you just forgave all the people who ever did wrongdoing or caused some sort of injustice to you, by releasing that, you now, karma's allowed to come in. Many of you are not going to be hitting rock bottom. You're going to be healing from a major betrayal this time around. Ooh, that's good. I got the chills when I said that. So many of you are going to be healing from a major betrayal. When I said about the Nine of Pentacles person, oops. Well, that's funny how that just came out. Anyways, if you are, let's say my Earth Angels, my Nine of Pentacles, you're about to get that next, your wish fulfillment is coming in. If you're a female energy and you have a wish fulfillment coming, it is coming in. And it's bringing with it a King of Pentacles. So you're about to have it all. And this King of Pentacles had to end something, because when I picked this card up, this card went like this, and then I re-picked it up. He ended something because he knew that something is not over with you, because you are his wish fulfillment. Anyways, the King of Pentacles are typically earth signs. They don't have to be. Maybe they're good business people, nature people. Anyways, he had to end something because he knew something is not over with you. And when he comes in, it's like a wish fulfillment for both of you. Queen of Pentacles, this one is for you as well. You have a wish coming in. Anyways, these two together, he knows it's not over with you. Okay? But these two together, she has, well, hold on. Well, maybe she is looking his way. At the end of the day, something's not over, but you're stable now. Maybe before you weren't, but now you are. Something changed. However it goes, wherever he left you, you're not in the same place. I actually have said that to many people. When people leave and walk out of my life, like, just remember, how you leave me is never how, I never stay in the same place. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles could be earth sign energy, doesn't have to be. You're stable, you're strong, you're secure. You like nature, you're calm, you're chilled. Something's not over. Anyways, you're being asked to release yourself from something. And you need to ground yourself, because when this dude comes in, you're not going to think straight, because it's a new contract or a marriage. And the answer is yes. It is exactly who you are thinking of. And yes, the universe is literally guiding this. Yes, he was wearing a mask before. And yes, you manifested this. Anyways, moving along. Moving along. Yes, you are going to reconcile and have a brand new beginning. Some of you are going to try to reconcile and have a brand new beginning with this Empress. Why? Of course, because she makes everything beautiful. Many of you Empresses out there built your own shit, and you're going to have a new beginning. Why? Because you reconciled with yourself. Or you're just having a new emotional, fulfilled new beginning. But an Empress goes through a lot of pain to bring in that blessing. So people don't look at what you did to get there. So make sure you move in silence if you do resonate with the Empress card. And the secrets are, darkness has come to light, and now you know, hey, I don't need to fight nothing, because things are just going to come like you're going to be in receiving mode, so things are just going to come to you. That's actually what's been going on with me. I've just been chilling, and boom, that's how it goes. And now you can be a human being instead of being a human doing. Empresses, you're going to see something very, very clearly. The fog has lifted. And I feel like you're going to stay away from people who are trying to restrict you. So watch out. As you move forward, people are going to try to pull you back because they know you're going towards something, and these people don't want you to go towards it. So stay away from people trying to hold you back or restrict you from something, or trying to keep you small. I had that. So watch out for that. Just cut the tie. You don't owe anybody an explanation on anything. Just go. Also watch out for third-party situations. If you resonate with the Knight of Pentacles, typically Knight of Pentacles can be a professional. They're slow-moving energy. Could be a professional, something like a counselor, therapist, attorneys. You have a phone call that's going to change everything. Yeah, you are going to receive some bad news. And you're going to want a face-to-face talk with somebody. But you're going to be left out in the cold. You're not going to have that conversation. I feel like it was a karmic contract, and the contract's over. Queen of Swords. Could be air sign energy, doesn't have to be. You were very truthful and honest. You've been kind of depressed. Maybe some of you air signs have been depressed. I also call this my spiritual warrior card. Maybe you've been a little depressed, not moving forward, stagnant. The games have stopped. You did some growing. You've been truthful and honest. The games have stopped. Or someone's depressed because you were truthful and honest about something, and they have to grow. They had to grow up. This is you releasing the past as well. This is the Devil card. Maybe some of you need to, I'm going to say this because I feel like this resonates with a lot of signs, not just air signs. Be careful of people trying to pull you in. Like, let's say if you used to, let's say a couple years ago, go out and have a few drinks here and there. Say you don't drink anymore. Be careful of not playing games with the devil is what basically I'm hearing. You might be a little depressed. You might have to fight that depression a little bit, but you might have some people kind of come in and be like, hey, let's get together. Let's have dinner. These are just, again, people trying to pull you back into something. And for many of you, let's say you had an addiction and you cleaned yourself of that or cleared yourself of that. Be careful of those people resurfacing, trying to get you back to doing that again. Let's say you broke a bad habit or you set up a boundary. Watch out for people literally trying to take that boundary down. Again, don't play games with the devil. Here's what you don't see coming. And that goes for all signs, not just air signs or my spiritual warriors out there. What you don't see coming, many of you don't see coming, the Emperor. This is someone that does the right thing. Could be someone of a high authority, some kind of a police officer, judge, whatever. At the end of the day, this guy does the right thing for all involved. Emperor, what you got going on in your life? Typically, emperors are older males. This emperor is ready to have a face-to-face talk. This is a spiritual, divine connection. That's the Two of Cups, sharing love. Open and honest, heartfelt conversation. Yeah, maybe this person, maybe the emperor took advantage of you, or you want to talk about this. What many of you don't see coming is that maybe someone did take advantage of you, but they're coming in to make it right. And they want to have a heartfelt conversation about it. It was destined and fated to happen. Yes, he is well aware he made a bad judgment call, and he is paying his karma at this time. But also be careful of people bringing their karma to your doorstep. Like maybe this person is only doing it because, oh my God, if he's going through the ringer. Don't allow someone to transfer that karma back to you. Yes, this person is well aware. You're allowed to listen, but don't attach yourself. And the only reason why he made a bad choice was because he wanted to make other people happy or his family. This is the Ten of Cups. He gave someone else. It's like he screwed this person over just to make other people happy. And now he's getting the negative karma. Anyways, there's a group of people involved. Or a happy little family. The happy little family is also getting karma as well. And they know it. And they're about to lose something they can't get back. Especially if they're from a water sign. King of Cups energy. This is a man in love, could be. Could be just a water sign. Maybe you find something out, water sign, King of Cups. And you did something just to make a group of people happy, right? You're about to freak out. Lose control of yourself in the situation. Don't do that. Because if you freak out, you're going to be in regret, okay? This King of Cups is about to speak some truth, and this family who's all happy is about to lose something they can't get back from this person. Could be simple as loyalty, trust, but whatever it is, it's broken and it was meant to happen. If you are the King of Cups, if you are a water sign or a man in love, yeah, you're gonna freak out because maybe it's like a family member or a group of people tell you something, but don't freak out because if you do, you are gonna be in regret. Something about a soul contract or your marriage was significant. You are going to have to put a lot of work and effort into something. Oh. You're going to be putting a lot of work and effort into God. You have a contract, and God's saying, time's up. God has something to say. What is his message? Some of you might be... God knows that a lot of you have been looking at your past, or, you're about to be, but you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at what you lost and not what you're about to gain. So stop that. He also wants you to know you're not going to be struggling. You're not going to hit rock bottom. This is just, it's time to do some inner work, and you know it. You have an inner knowing. Yes, you're going to be in your feelings. Some of you are unstable or in an unstable situation, and some of you are not going to be getting that offer. I'm also hearing somebody didn't offer somebody what they were supposed to offer, and God is upset about that. The person that was supposed to give his offer, it's like, okay, here, I gave you money. This is kind of how I'm seeing it. God gave you money. You were supposed to give it to a certain individual. You didn't do that. You shared it with other individuals. God's now going to take that away. And it's going to make you stand in your truth or become some sort of spiritual warrior. Whatever it is, it's between you and God. So I don't know what to tell you. Or the higher power, whatever you believe in. If you are the King of Swords, air sign energy, don't have to be. I call this my spiritual warrior card again. You're not going to get that offer. But you have some truth to speak. And you're not going to be able to move forward until you speak it. Could be as simple as holding on to something from the past, being a miser. It's time to let go. The moment you let go, you'll finally be able to work together with someone. Okay? And this was also going to cause a spiritual awakening or a death in the situation. Maybe you wanted to work together with someone, but something happened. You did investigate it. You looked deeper. You do know the truth now. You do know that it was divinely guided. And I'm letting you know right now, the divine is not happy with you. Something about you didn't have compassion. You didn't have empathy. You weren't brokenhearted is the card. And you're not going to be traveling at this time. A lot of you might not be traveling at this time for the next 3.5 weeks. Or expect travel delays. That's funny. Anything else before I move forward? Some of you are not going to be celebrating. Like you're going to get a new beginning, but you won't be able to celebrate it. I'm in that situation. It's like you don't have the time, nor the energy. But it's all good. Yeah. Don't celebrate something. All right. Let's get a card from the inner child card. We're going back to the past. Might as well see what our inner child wants us to know. Ooh. Definitely something might be falling apart. I'm also getting if something was built on an unstable foundation, that is coming down. You will not be able to keep it. Ooh. Okay, it's time to go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Many of you are going to be going inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Becoming a butterfly. Let's get another advice card. That just came on out. Healing. It's going to be a time for healing. Can't make this up. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations all at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Healing. That's also if you've been tired a lot lately, that has a lot to do with it too. Animals will be significant at this time, so let's get this is really weird. A couple days ago, and I actually took when you see an animal, look up its meaning. It's like there's a spiritual animal, they're called animal totems, right? So a weird animal crossed my path. It was a possum. I was driving at night. And I looked up its meaning, and basically the first thing that popped out to me was play dead. So, play dead. Some of you might have to play dead for a little while. It's actually a protecting thing. And I keep getting something is fishy, something is fishy. So, that might resonate with some of you out there. Or, if anything, it'll be your confirmation. And as I said it, 444 is on my video. Yep, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So sometimes you need to just let it go, play dead, or be a chameleon and just adapt so you don't mess with the events that are taking place. And then meek rat, get support from a trusted group or like-minded friends, but I would be very careful of that. Because I feel like something's fishy. Sometimes people don't have their best intentions towards you. They usually want to gain from you. So that's why I keep my circle very, very, very tightly small. Some of you need to open your hands and receive a little gift of hope. Somebody is moving. There is a lot of you males out there are changing. You're educating yourself on things. You're becoming more open-minded. So that will happen in the next 3.5 weeks. There's a greedy person that's going to be very, very sad because he's about to lose his house. That's funny. I feel like this one's for me. Be open to receiving love, and some of you might be looking to buy an animal. Someone who was restricting themselves from a situation did not come from, they do not have a strong family tree. Like their roots are unstable, their foundation's unstable, and it's almost like I get like spiritual warfare in a sense. But look, this guy is trapped. He trapped himself. There's no love. If he thinks he's going to go towards the person that he loves, that's not going to happen. The universe ain't going to allow that. But his foundation is going to be upside down. Something was not built on love. That's for sure. Or maybe this man isn't a very loving or kind man. Anyways, the universe is going to make sure that it's not really karma. It's like the universe knows that someone maybe denied love, let's say. He's going to make sure that he knows the difference between this is love, this is not love. Unconditional love, conditional love. It's a lesson. Some of you males will be going through a lesson. You're not going to fall. You're not going to fail. It was an agreement. Justice and balance will be served. Restoration will be restored, and it's going to make a lot of people very unhappy. Somebody is going to receive a gift or a wish fulfillment, and it's going to bring balance back into the universe. Tauruses, I feel like you're going to be talking. You're going to have that conversation, but you need to do it without emotions. It's like you're going to be putting out the fires is what I'm getting. Which makes sense because you guys are earth signs. Like dirt puts out fires, right? So you might be having a lot of conversations to be putting out people's fires, let's say. Or putting out the emotions. Or, I know I was going to move on, but I don't want to. Maybe you're busting someone's ego, or maybe someone's walking around you with anger issues. Have that conversation. It's time for you to snuff it out. That's what I wanted to say. Someone's being haunted by a ghost. The ghost of Christmas past. And you're not wanting to have that conversation, but you need to. Some of you might be waiting on a letter or a message. You're not going to get it. Pay attention to smells. Something's coming back around. I definitely see someone's losing their house. Dang. Or someone's house is turned upside down. Something about Egypt and maybe the Asian countries are very, very significant. Spiral. If you're from the Asian descent or Egyptian descent or Middle Eastern area, this will be a growing time for you. Yeah, don't expect traveling at this time. For those of you who want to get a divorce, you are going to come up with some sort of an agreement. Something about the year of the dragon is significant. If you were born in the zodiac sign of the dragon, I feel like you're going to have to go through a maze in a sense, but you're walking right into happiness. Like better days are coming. It's gonna get a little wishy-washy, but boom, sunshine all the way. And you're gonna make a lot of people crazy. Something about the school systems. A teacher that's going to fall apart. A lot of you Pisces people, you are going to get a wish. You have a wish coming true. And you're going to try to travel. Good luck with that. Someone's in love, yes. I feel like this person that is in love with somebody, I guess he's been watching from a distance. He's like going to buy you, like someone's gonna receive a gift. Many of you are going to receive a gift and you're gonna love it. Love it. And it's gonna bring balance back into your life. Balance and justice is going to be restored. That's good. Those are good. Some of you who are about to be very, very happy, keep your mouth shut about it. You know, they love coming in trying to steal people's happiness, and so be careful of that. What else do we need to know? Move forward. Some of you are going to have to start being assertive. It's time to stand up for your beliefs and only say yes when you really want to. When you say yes and you really wanted to not, and you really wanted to say no, you're actually disrespecting yourself. And that will mirror back to you. So if you're a person looking for like, why don't people respect me? Well, are you a person that will say yes when you really didn't want to do it? So think about that. Someone does plan on moving or making a move. Libras. Some of you Libras out there might be moving or planning a move. I'm gonna say Aquarius, but this is in reverse. So there's like a negative Nancy Aquarius, or she's all up in her feels. It's almost like she does want to move, but she's not happy about someone being in love and moving. Let's just say that. But she's gonna try to bring some balance into that. She's a very two-faced individual. Watch out for two-faced people. There is a two-faced individual that does not want responsibility at this time. Surprisingly, they do. That does not surprise us. What do we need to know? Somebody doesn't want commitment and they are coming in looking for a fight. They're expecting a fight, but don't give them one. Might be your ex. Just expect sudden changes. 555. Anything else we need to know before I move forward? Be careful of some of you getting bad advice from a family or a friend. It's like, I think they want to put you in fantasy land, or they have a fantasy about something. Aries, maybe you're in fantasy land. Watch out for that. Yeah, you did get bad advice. You're going to come out of fantasy land, let's say that. Some of you might be dealing with a drama queen. And some of you might be leaving an unrequited love situation. Like, I don't want that no more. And that's when the universe says, good job, okay. Yep, definitely time to move on. Capricorns, you've got a message here. Capricorns, this will be the end of you being independent and operating independently. The storm's over, babies. The storms are over. It is the end of you. You don't have to do it alone anymore. You've been working alone because you haven't been in a deep spiritual connection, but it's time for you to get into one. Your prayers have been heard, but you're not connecting with them. But your storm is over. Hurricane season is over. I feel like I'm not finished. Here, let's go in this deck. Just for anybody. What else do we need to know? I feel like there's a lot. Definitely this is nostalgia, reminiscing about wish fulfillments, like a blast from the past, but it makes you very, very happy. Watch out for third-party situations. That's for damn sure. Some of you that are very creative, you've already planted that seed. You're going to pick it back up and you are going to make money off of it. Some of you have been reminiscing about the past, maybe past people you've been working with. Be careful, because I'm getting also like someone's gonna, while you're creating and working together with somebody, or you're being creative and you're working on this project, watch out for a manipulator coming in. He's not offering love. It's like, almost like maybe someone wants to come and steal your idea, or hey, you're painting this, let's say you're a painter or you're an author and you're making this book and someone comes in and just pisses all over it. Watch out for that, because I see that happening. Like, oh, you're making this book? The book's stupid. Watch out for negative Nancys out there. Some of you are going to get like married or enter a new contract, and it's going to bring the 10 of Cups. You know, getting married, that's happy life. That's having a complete emotional wish fulfillment. A lot of you are going to have that within the, like, I'm feeling within the next like couple weeks. Like, it's coming. Some of you aren't even prepared for it. You're not even looking. Some of you are, and you're probably the very one saying, I'll never get married. Yeah, I said that too. If you are an Aquarius out there, it's time for you to let go of the past, or let go of being a miser, or you're holding on to either money or something tangible. Whatever it is you're holding on to, could be money, could be the past. You're going to have to release that. You're being forced to release it. And there is another person out there. If you are working on a project, you're about to be famous. One more and we'll end it and move on. I don't think you can get any better than that. There's a mess here. Some of you might have to clean up a mess. Oh, yeah. Fire sign. Like an immature fire sign, if you're dealing with an immature fire sign. This person's gonna make a mess. You might have to clean up after him. But it's like he's poking the bear. He's working up a plan. Watch out for immature fire signs looking to, or this person's in their ego. Don't have to be young. It could be just egotistic, narcissistic. They're gonna be poking the bear. They're looking for a fight. They're gonna be in their fields. Why? Because they lost control. Maybe they tried to control somebody and they lost it. Anyways, bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups. Again, reminiscing of the past. Nostalgic energy. Sharing cups together. But this person has blessings and this person's just yay and love and happy. They're both happy. So, anyways, let's go to the Declare and Decree deck and let's let go of something. That's what this energy wants us to do. Let's let go of something. Oh, there it goes. That came out immediately. Here it is. So we're going to declare and decree this. I declare and decree that all self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is now destroyed and cleared for my energy in spirit and in flesh. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is now destroyed and cleared for my energy in spirit and in flesh. Yay. Well, that's all I have for everybody. The number 6 and 10 is significant. So completion of a cycle. And 6s are pay attention because you're about to learn something. You're about to learn a lesson or you're going to relearn something like spiral. It's growing. And then completion of a cycle. Anyways, this all coincides. Inner knowing, letting go, your light within, okay? We are multidimensional beings connected to the universal life force energy, developing our spiritual bodies into our highest expression and purpose, becoming a part of the guardianship of the divine plan for all. You may have drawn this card because you have learned some important life lessons, which are the tests to your personal self-mastery, where one awakens, clears, sheds, gains, heals, pays attention, and then focuses on directing one's consciousness to live a life in alignment to one's soul purpose and journey. You are being congratulated. As a reward, you are now and about to ascend and have a spiritual upgrade. Yay! Spiritual upgrade. And this upgrade will expand your sacred light that is within. So you're going to be shining more brightly now. You thought people were mad before. They're about to get even more madder. Super mad. Buy them all capes. They could be super mad. The divine wants you to shine your light within so that others can see. Like a beacon in the darkness, our light has the power to guide others through the intricacies of existence. Maybe it's time to share your story, write a book, write a song, paint a picture. Time to get into some art. Start any new project that has been calling to you. And it doesn't have to be all that. It could be, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you're this, maybe you're something else that I can't even think of. Just trust and follow your inner knowing. As you connect to everything from the sun to the world, remember your strength and resilience, for you are a manifestation of life, a vessel of stardust. Your courage to shine, uplift, persevere, and remain true to yourself is a priceless gift to those around you, because not many people can do it. Take heart for the power that is within you, and it is an unstoppable force. Whether you call it light, potential, or something that is uniquely yours, it is time. You have an inner knowing. It's time to move on to that very thing. that's calling you. Anyways, I want to thank you all for this time. Please be safe out there. Drink some water, mind your own business, and move in silence. And until we meet again.